What if every American got an equal amount of American silver eagles? Since millions and millions of silver eagles are minted each year, should you be rubbing your hands anticipating finally getting a full monster box, a tube of eagles, or is an equal outcome not really all it's cracked up to be? Welcome to Silver Heist. Thank you to our returning subscribers and guests. In this video, we're going to do a thought exercise. First up, the idea that going forward, what if every American got an equal amount of the silver eagles minted by the U.S. Mint? How many silver eagles would you get? That would be a form of socialism where production is distributed equally, where equal outcomes across the population is valued above all else. In that scenario, how many silver eagles do you think you'd get? Some might be excited about that possibility, some less so. Then we'll take it to another level, full communism. What if every silver eagle ever minted was reacquired by the U.S. government and then distributed equally amongst all Americans? How many silver eagles would you get in that scenario? Since this thought exercise might be misinterpreted as a thought crime, I'd appreciate a thumbs up to break through the algorithm barrier. And consider subscribing, as I think my channel has ideas to offer that you don't get anywhere else, such as 3 types of silver that I will never stack, or 7 signs that you're a better silver and gold stacker than you think. More on that later. Are we talking ideas or politics? Ideas. These days, one side embraces the American ideals of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, while the other side embraces raw power, and that if somehow 2 different groups experience 2 different outcomes, that we have to burn down the whole system and trust the leaders to be in charge of a new system that distributes things equally. I prefer the pursuit of happiness with non-guaranteed outcomes, except the guarantee to be left alone if you're not hurting anyone. And that all things are possible, even the idea that a man can work at McDonald's, drive a garbage truck, and then one day be elected as the President of these United States of America. If we are to distribute all the future U.S. Mint production of American silver eagles equally going forward, how many coins would you get? A monster box of 500 coins, a tube of 20, or something else? Each year, millions and millions of silver eagles are made, but how many Americans are there? The U.S. Census Bureau has a number, and they do a census every 10 years. But is it a count of citizens or a population count? It seems like it's a population count. It's harder and harder to get an accurate count of citizens these days. So the bad news or the good news is that in our scenario, we're going to count everyone equally, whether they're a citizen, a new arrival, or a new arrival who got here illegally. Those who would want to distribute things equally are highly likely not going to reserve that benefit to citizens. It would be to the bigger population. Even if the non-citizen residents are 1 million, 10 million, or even higher, in the world of equal, equal means equal. So how many silver eagles would we be dividing up in 2024? And how many would you be getting if you got your equal share? Instead of using the actual 2024 mintages, I'm going to use the average mintage since 1986 when silver eagles were first produced. Well, we have 16.8 million silver eagles to divide up, and then 16.8 million more to divide up next year. So is your equal share a monster box, 500 coins, a tube of 20, or something else? What if I told you the U.S. population is kind of big? So your equal share is 1 silver eagle. And it could take up to 19 years before you received your equal share. With a population of 331 million people, the equal share of 16.8 million coins per year, equality is going to take a while. Waiting 19 years for equality seems like a long wait, and the share was only 1 ounce. That seems kind of lame for burning down a whole system, even a system with some flaws, and creating a new, unproven system. That's what's wrong with socialism and equal outcomes in the distribution of resources. Socialism, it just doesn't work. There are some who would argue that socialism isn't a failure because no one has ever really tried full-on communism. So what if we had a full communist system in place in America that could reach back and acquire all the silver eagles ever produced and redistribute them equally? How many silver eagles would you get? So if today you had a tube of eagles, a monster box of 500 eagles, or maybe even 3 monster boxes, what if in the interest of fairness and equality, the government took them all from you and to distribute them equally to everyone living in America? How many would you get back? And if you never had a silver eagle, how many is your equal share? Keep in mind that the silver eagle is the world's most popular silver bullion coin ever produced, so there's a lot of them out there. When a powerful government got all those silver eagles back and made a big pile and then redistributes them equally, this time you won't have to wait 19 years. Everyone will be equal right away. So is everyone getting a monster box, a tube of 20, or something else? In a full-on communist system, everyone in America would get 2 silver eagles. But right away. So, are you prepared to have a government powerful enough to reacquire all 656 million silver eagles ever produced so that all 331 million of us living in America can have an equal share, an equal outcome? 2 silver coins. Or do you prefer the pursuit of happiness even knowing that there are different outcomes? Leave us a comment below. Is your pursuit of happiness getting results? If you want to see the 7 signs that you might be a better silver and gold stacker than you think, you're going to want to watch this video next.